guys, this is Athene, and this is actually a clip about the power leveling we did, world first, level 80, even though we got banned at the end. But I just want to show you guys how we did it and what we all did to get so far and to do it so fast. And no matter what all people say, you got haters, you got people that like it. I mean, I'm just gonna explain everything from the start, well, I hope you guys enjoy the clip. Anyway, I'm gonna start at the beginning, and it's pretty easy. The first thing I checked was whether it was legal to mob tag, because at the end of the day, I mean, if stuff is illegal or an exploit, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm not a cheater or something. So I first want to check whether it was legal, and if it wasn't legal, then I would check out how I could maximize it. So what I did is, first thing I did was page gem. I paged the gem, I checked, I said, yeah, is it allowed to mob tag mobs or to leave the party, so the person gets full experience. And he said that it was entirely legal, that it was just a clever use of game mechanics. And I actually print screened it to make sure, because I know with Blizzard there's always issues sometimes with gems contradicting each other and stuff like that. So I just print screened it, and I was really very good, very positive about it. I asked a few guild members if they were up for it. They were very skeptical at the start. They said, yeah, I don't know, we can never get world first. I mean, you have a competition of 11 million people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I managed to convince them, and I would actually never have tried to convince them if I knew we would end up getting banned. But anyway, so it was all cool. It was ready to start to check out how we would do it. So the first thing I did is get a beta key. I tried to get a beta key, and I went to Wrath of the Lich King, and I was actually checking which instance would be the fastest, which one would be the most optimized, and which one would be get the person the level the fastest. So and also not just that, I mean, what mobs gives the most experience, and how much, where is the best place to get the most experience in the shortest of times, because that's what it's all about if you want to get world first level 80. So we checked different instances, nexus and all that stuff, but we end up that Utgard's Keep was the best instance to level up. I made actually a graph, well, not a graph, just statistics. I'm showing it, where you can actually see that from one full run, we did a full run with mob tagging, Darius was getting 4 bars. So by calculating how much every mob gives, and we could actually calculate how much experience, how much time it would take to level based on the experience, because I actually took every level. I asked some people that were leveling on Wrath of the Lich King to test out how much experience they get from every mob, and that way I could make a table and calculate how much it would take to level every level. And as you can see, the difference is not that big. I mean, it's going slowly up, but it's not that crazy. I was very surprised with it. And actually at level 79, you do not get any experience anymore at Get Keep, so we had to move to another instance. We also checked it, and we found out that Spider instance was the most effective, where you got 2.7 bars at level 79 for every run, which took about 12 minutes. So that way we could calculate everything out, and I managed to find out that it would take us 15 hours to level from 70 to 80. And I didn't think it was possible to do it faster. I mean, even with questing, no way. There was no way to do it faster. So when I found this out, I said, what's the most efficient way to do this? I mean, if you want to mob tag, or if you want to steamroll a character to level 80, what's the most effective? What's the most efficient? And that's where the entire process started of fine-tuning it. That's when the hard work started. Actually, I think everything. The entire stuff we did up front took us about, I think, about 15 hours preparations. And what we actually did was, I was just thinking, what's the most effective? The most effective if you are mob tagging is actually if you have a fully Sunwell gear tank that actually is the person that gets power leveled, and then you have 3 AoE DPS, and you have a healer healing the tank. That's the most efficient way. And the thing is also that if you want to do it the most efficient way, it's important that I mean, I didn't care about myself. I didn't want to level myself to level 80 because I mean I just want to check out if we could do it, check if we could achieve it. It was a achievement to manage to be world first, beating 11 million other people trying to level. And that's why I choose. Well, we decided to make Darius level 80 because he had a fully tanked character, a fully geared Sunwell tank. As you can also see in the in the table, you see actually that the experience you get varies from 2.3k to 4.6k a mob at level 70, and you would say, oh, how come it differs? The thing is that every mob, depending on the damage you do, if you tag a mob and you do no damage, then you get 2.3k experience. If you tag a mob and you do all the damage, you get 4.6. So the amount of damage you do on a mob is actually increases the experience you get from that mob after you tagged it and other people kill it. So that way well, I was thinking like, yeah, the best way is that the tank does the most DPS possible to get the most experience from the tagged mobs. And that's why actually Darius had a really strange spec, and also enchanted everything for DPS. So all his tank gear was with strength gems, everything for DPS, because every percent he would do more DPS, he would actually get also more experience, which would speed us up. And I think that's one of the key elements why we managed to do it so extremely fast, because at the end of the day it wouldn't even have taken us 14 hours to manage, well, 15 hours it would have taken us to get level 80. So after we found out that the DPS is so important, and we kept fine-tuning ourselves, and we said, yeah, how can we do everything as fast as possible? It's important that you have full mana potions. I mean, I'm just gonna give you a list of everything what we did. It's really gonna sound pretty crazy. You got full mana potions. I mean, we have full mana potions, 300 mana potions each. Then you have flasks, you have brilliant oils, you have food. You have, of course, all the symbols and all that stuff. You got also swiftness potions to speed us up. You got drums of haste. You got repair bots. And the thing is that all that stuff, I mean, you have to grind for it. It costs us about I think I spent about 2-3k. Everyone spent about 2-3k on just mats and getting equipped up for doing this. The setup was also extremely important. I mean, we were thinking like, yeah, what's the best thing to do? How can we get actually that world first? What's the best setup? And the thing is that if you go for AoE, maximum AoE, a Boom King Druid is really extremely good. You got a mage, you got the hunter for volley, and also very important for aspect of the pack because of the speed. You got of course an AoE tank, which is a paladin, prot paladin, and then also the holy paladin, because I can also AoE and increase the damage. So that was actually the best combination we could get. We took the best people. The hunter came at the end. It was slow because our hunter couldn't come because of real life stuff. Then you got the druid was Meatloaf, you got the paladin was Darius, and you got the mage we was Air Bomb. By the time we were very enthusiastic, and we didn't actually know that we would end up getting banned. So as you can see, you see all the bad packs, all the gear. I'm also gonna give you guys some extra feedback about my spec. As you can see, I had a very strange spec. I actually spec'd a red, firing red for that for that improved retribution aura, because it would increase our DPS by 3%. And also, I didn't actually need infusion of light because I just had to spam flash of light. And also, the thing is that I actually had so much crit that, yeah, I could do so. I had an endless mana pool. I had at the end more than 50%, more than 52% crit with just holy light with my gear. Also, the thing is that we also used the Shadow Moon Valley buff. We also used the Zandalar bots that gives 20% speed for 2 hours. What else did we do? I'm just thinking. You see, we fine-tuned everything to the max, and also with DPS wise, I mean, everything matters. Everything matters. Every single thing speeds it up. Everything matters, and we fine-tuned it really well. And I'm actually going to show you guys a run now. I'm going to show you a run from start to the end in Utgard Keep. It's at level 79. I'm also going to explain how we did everything. Thing is that as you can see, we just entered Darius pulls the packs, leaves the party, AoEs them, we just AoE them down. As you can see, Hurricane does a lot of damage, everything does a lot of damage, and we just try to fine-tune it and maximize it, so we did it very fast, as fast as possible, because the thing is, the cap, you can do it the fastest is 12 minutes, because you can only reset the instance 5 times an hour. So 12 minutes was our goal. We managed to get 14 minutes, we couldn't do it faster. And we actually did everything. I mean, 14 minutes Utgard Keeps to clear it entirely. It's pretty fast, so it's pretty nice what we did. As you can see, we were just pulling 3-4 packs at the same time. Darius was getting at the start about 420,000 experience a run, and at the end, when he was 79, he was getting 200,000 experience a run, which is pretty nice for 14 minutes. And we actually didn't get any experience at all. Darius was getting all the experience. This way of tagging mobs is actually completely legal. There is nothing illegal about it. Even worse, the person that did World First 70 did it the same way, and the person that is now World First level 80 actually also mob tagged outside the instance, not inside the instance. Inside the instance is a bit faster, and it's a lot more effective because you can just reset, you don't have other people ganking you and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a little bit a shame that we actually did get banned for this when we hit at 79 and when we were about to hit level 80. I don't really understand why it took them so long to actually ban us. I think, to be honest, I think what happened is Blizzard was actually screening us, and they didn't really know what to do because it was legal, but they saw that we were doing it so fast and didn't actually want to, I think didn't want that other people used it and then just suddenly decided that it was illegal and banned us. I really think it's not a very nice way to handle the situation. They could just have whispered us and asked us to stop because it was not allowed, but actually, yeah, they didn't do that. They just straight banned us, and yeah, they put it Darius back to level 70. I don't, to be honest, I'm really honest about this. All this this power leveling and all that stuff, I don't take it so serious. The main reason I did this is because for the achievement, for the lols, actually, just to make some really good clips about it, to be able to really bash people about it. If we would make it, it's really so funny to see people's reactions. And actually what happened with this situation is actually, at the end of the day, the lols were even more epic when we ended up getting banned. I mean, we did all this in 13 hours with like 10 or 2 to 15 hours preparations. You can also see in the clip that we do not loot any mobs. I mean, if you would see the amount of runs we did, I mean, we lost at least 100,000 gold by not looting with the disenchanting and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the achievement is a lot more. I honestly think that we did it world first. We did it world first, we did it legitly world first, but because we did it so fast and because it was pretty outside the box, Blizzard had to intervene and make a very radical decision to ban us all 5. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just a game, and it's extremely important that you always relativate it, that you don't take it too serious, that you don't go too much into it. I mean, the thing is, it's pretty easy. I mean, there's a lot of people that could say you would have a lot of haters saying like, yeah, it's wrong that they banned you or whatever. I mean, the gym said that it was legal, and now another gym just decides to ban you. The thing is, at the end of the day, I mean, when you read the terms of service, it says that you can get banned for any reason. I mean, there is no reason they have to give to ban you, and because of that, I mean, the time you play and the time you spend on this character is totally virtual. I mean, you don't possess anything. I mean, everything you achieve in the game, it's all just pixels. I mean, it's very important to know stuff like that and to not take the game too serious, because at the end of the day, if Blizzard wants to ban you or do whatever they want, they don't even need a reason. I mean, the gym came, he said like, yeah, it is not allowed to do this. We found out it is abuse. It's not even true. I mean, and they just gave them a deed. They could even come and say, sorry, Athene, I don't like you, we just ban you, and they would still be in their right. I mean, by just accepting the terms of service. If you don't agree, you just don't play the game. That's how easy it is. I mean, but the moment you start playing the game, you accept that Blizzard owns everything and can just own you whenever you want, whenever they want, and that's how it works. And it's very important that people actually understand this. As you can see, also we skipped, to come back to the level, we skipped the second boss because it was actually, he only gave 11k experience, and in time it was more effective to just skip him. You can see also how much buffs we got. We also always have aspect of the cheat down, and it's pretty, it's really, it boosted our speed a lot. I was actually, Darius was doing really a lot of DPS. He was pulling 1.5k DPS. You got, the mage was, I think, 1.5k DPS. I think I'm gonna, no, I didn't die. I actually didn't die. Well, Meatloaf died here. So this was actually a slower run. Sometimes with the buffs, people sometimes do die. It actually happens rarely. Mostly it went really smooth. And the thing is that, as you can see in the run, we just did it so fast. I mean, we did it so extremely fast. It was just incredible, and Darius was getting so much experience. And it's actually a shame that we get banned at the end. You can see we didn't stop for anything. We just kept, Darius just kept going. We didn't stop for rezzing or whatever. Just kept going for the next pack, killing it, next pack. You see, I use Retribution Aura, and Darius actually also used Retribution Aura because of the DPS. The only moment we went actually to buy skills, that Darius went to buy skills, was he hit at 75, because then he would get Shield of the Righteous, which would increase the DPS a lot. You know that to level from 74 to 75, it actually took the same time from 75 to 76 just because of Shield of the Righteous, because the damage increase was so much that that experience he got extra from the mob tags, like I explained at the start, was actually neutralizing the extra amount of experience he needed to level, and the lower amount of experience he would actually have gotten each mob. So also about the glyphs, we also did the glyphs, the Sins Undead, which increased the glyph the undead damage with 1%. It's just all little things that helps with keeping up everything and keep us to manage to do it. I will actually later on show you every level we did, and we dinged with some explanation. The thing is that, I mean, while we were leveling, I was checking other people, I was checking how other people were doing. There was a guy that actually logged on. It was really crazy. His name was Archimondo, and he was like screening all the realms. I don't know why he was doing it, but he was actually screening all the realms, and he was saying, guys, you are so much ahead out of everyone. He was creating characters on all the Alliance and the Horde sides to keep up track with how they were leveling. And The thing is, yeah, I actually checked. I actually joined him in the ventrilo so he could keep us up to date. But there was no competition at all. I mean, we were doing it so extremely fast. We were 10 hours ahead when we hit at 77 with the second one, and when we hit 79, we were so much ahead. I mean, the second one that actually leveled that thing's 80 was 27 hours, and he also did it with mob tagging, and we did it in 14 hours. That's twice so fast. I mean, the speed is just incredible, and yeah, I can maybe understand in one way why Blizzard actually stopped this, because it's maybe not meant to be like that, but the way that the Warlock was doing it, that thing level 8, it's not also meant like that. I mean, you're not meant to mob tag and kill mobs and someone else just being there to keep you up. But that's how they designed the game. I don't. It's really very contradictory. You can discuss it and debate it. They designed the game like this, and well, whatever. I don't really. I'm not a guy that whines about what happened or whatever. I just take it like a man. That's how I am, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. I mean, my time, I really, I think it's really, we did a really great job. I mean, the team we were in, they did such a great job. I mean, we did it 14 hours. It was Air Bombas didn't sleep for 30 hours because he couldn't sleep. I don't know why, but the thing is, he stayed up and he kept doing this. You see here, we're mounting up to speed it up a little bit. It actually speeds up. Just go boom, leave party, spam AoE, just keep up everyone. It's really, yeah, it's really incredible how fast we do these runs. And the thing is that the only way to manage to level so fast to 74, I mean, it's not by you can't just do it because you're Athene or whatever. I mean, you need to fine tune everything, and we did it in such a professional way that we actually did it twice as fast as anyone else. And whether you're a hater or you like me, it's a big achievement. I mean, if it wasn't for Blizzard that had to decide on the last minute that it was suddenly illegal, we would now be world first. I mean, and yeah, it would be. I think it would be a nice achievement, and the thing is, I'm showing you guys everything here because you got still people like say, oh, it's not possible that they did it so fast and all that stuff, but I'm actually showing you exactly how we did it. So yeah, there is no confusion or whatever whether we did it. You see, the run is about to go over, and I'm actually gonna give you an overview of I'm actually going to give you guys an overview of all the dings. I'm going to show you when there is dings every level. Maybe I'm also going to show you make you hear the original sound with excitement when we dinged and all that stuff. And also, you got also the people, of course, that hates us. I mean, Glamour was trying to level fast. I mean, they got owned so hard. I mean, I think the entire world got owned pretty hard by us leveling so fast. I mean, there was actually three other people that were doing exactly the same as we do, but they stopped because they saw that we were doing it so fast. When we were 77, they were like 74. They just stopped, they logged off because Archimonda was actually screening it. And I would actually have done the same if someone else was doing it way faster than us. Why waste your time and have a lot less sleep? You just do it and more chilly. And yeah, here you can see actually with Aspect Shitasums we just drink a sweetness pot. Darius was drinking a lot of sweetness potions to speed up the pulling and stuff like that. But as you can see, yeah, I think we really owned the game. We owned the game, and since that Blizzard owns the game, they owned us. Even, yeah, that's how easy it is. Yeah, we just log off. We go outside, reset the instance. And of course we go back inside, of course, and that's how easy it is. And we do everything again and again and again and again. We did this run, I think, in total about 4 times an hour, 4.5 times an hour, which is yeah. Here is the dinging. We're actually showing the dinging. You can see it, he's dinging every time. um, I don't know how easy it is to show him actually leveling, um, because it's not the best quality, but yeah, you can actually see it's going up from 71 to 80. I don't have from 70 to 71 because my fraps crashed, I don't know why. So yeah, you can see it. You have people actually in the trade channel shit talking us and stuff like that. Glamour mainly, saying that we can't do it solo and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. I'm actually gonna show you guys that when a Darius hits level 75, I think, or 76, nobody is level 73. Can you believe that? So Darius is level 70, I think 76 or something, and nobody is level 72. I mean, when we hit at 79, the highest level was 74 on our realm. I mean, the gap is so big. If you know, it's harder and harder to level. I'm actually gonna show you later in the /woo. I'm gonna actually tick it and show it. So you can see I'm just showing you here every ding, and I also want to show you the original sub, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that because it's pretty it's pretty intense editing to do that. So yeah, you got people congratulating us and all that stuff. You got people hating on us. That's how easy it is. And yeah, as you can see, it was really very nice. Here, I'm typing it actually. 70, there is a 76, I think here. The second one is 72. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how fast we did this. Just owned the game. So yeah, we just kept doing this. Yeah, at 70. It was actually 70. Yeah, it was 75 when we did it. It was 75 and the second was 72. Yeah, here as you can see at 75 I went he went to buy his skills. I went to the auction house to buy mats to enchant his gear so he would do more DPS, because by leveling up the DPS he was taking was it was easier to heal for me. As you can see, I'm gonna go to the auction house, buy some arcane dust, also arcane tomes. He went just Hearthstone to Shatra and gave it to him. Maybe people think this is very boring, but I'm just explaining everything what we did to manage to get that record, because in my opinion we did the record. We did the world first and we did it gloriously. I mean, we did it just we did it perfectly. Yeah, then we just get summoned back. As you can see, no dime town. We just get summoned back because we left 2 people back. And we just get back to keep on leveling. I'm gonna show you the 4 last levels now. Loading screens, it's downtime, but yeah, you can't go around that. So after all, I'm pretty satisfied with everything. I just feel sorry for my team members. I don't really mind for getting banned. Darius, we just was a temporarily ban. It was not a permanently banned. They investigated our account. I think Blizzard wasn't really happy with all this situation. They are really a little bit yeah, it's an annoying situation, because they actually know that that it spreads really easy in the WoW community. Yeah, you can see he's just leveling, ding ding ding, just showing you every ding. I showed you the graph. Actually, the graph that I made before we started was actually exactly the same. What we did was exactly the same. It just came out exactly the same. I'm really pretty impressed that it was so you know, it's so close together. You're just running outside when someone dings. Here you can see nobody's level 74 and Darius is level 77. I mean, it's just insane. You can see he's gonna ding 78, I think, here. It's pretty pretty hardcore. It was really pretty hardcore how we went and we did this, and only possible with very big fine-tuning everything. The story always ends yeah, here he was actually 79 already there, and there was nobody level 74, I think, when he was 79. We went to Iron Forge immediately. I invited two people at Spider instance in my party so they could summon us, so because else it would take us 30 minutes to get there, and yeah, we will get summoned there anytime soon. I just added two people from the guild, Felfalas and I think what was his name again? I think Felfalas and Viceroids. Thanks for doing this. Was really nice. Got summoned there. By then we were really sure we had it locked down. We were really sure we would get the world first. Very excited, but we didn't know what would happen when we actually got inside the instance and started to level. So yeah, yeah, you can see how we actually did it. Here we go to the instance. There was horde ganking us. The thing is, it's very impressive that we managed to do it on storm scale, because there was it's a very competitive server. There's a lot of horde ganking stuff. They actually killed him. Managed to get inside the instance before they had me. But yeah, here you can see it was actually the moment of truth. We're about to level 80, and you can see how we mob tag the boss here. When he comes, we kick him from the party. There, I kick him from the party. He tags it, and actually the GM that came, he was actually already here while we were doing the encounter. He stopped the encounter, but we didn't see it at the start because we were so focused. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, the best lesson I've learned from this, and I actually knew that lesson already, but I hope you guys learned this lesson, is that at the end of the day, this is just a game. This is just a game, and you don't own anything. I mean, Blizzard owns everything, and that's very important that you know that. And they can do whatever they want. They don't even need a good reason. And you can achieve everything in the game. You can be the best. You can do whatever you want. They can just disable your entire world with one click, and they don't even need to justify themselves. Even the worst in this is that actually the GM that said that it is allowed, and it was allowed, actually Blizzard can even say you are allowed to do this, and afterwards ban you for the same thing you did, and you have nothing to say. I mean, and at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit either. I mean, you can do that. I mean, now for me, I mean, I'm Athene. A lot of people talk about it, so it's different with me. But but even with me, I mean, if I'm banned, I mean, are you gonna? Nobody is gonna do something about it. It's just like, yeah, you're banned, and that's the end of the day. Here you see, GM appears and say, guys, you can go. See you guys. That's how easy it is. Oh, it was pretty. And I actually tried to talk. It was very rude of the GM. I tried to talk to him. He just disconnected us. He didn't even give me the time to. You see, I type it. It's pretty fucked up, but yeah. Relativate is just a game, and you don't own shit. It's the terms of service, and yeah. Well, still, I want to grass everybody for this achievement, my team, for doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the clip and you see how to level world first and what preparations it takes and all that stuff. It's not just yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm gonna make an Athene clip about this, and yeah, see you guys.